Peace, blessings, enough, holy, plenty, a lot of love to all our queens and all our kings that is on this meeting platform. And also those that are on the YouTube, the varied YouTube platforms. Do thank you for joining us on Deep Dive Globally Changing Lives. Thank you very much for joining us. And of course, as we deep dive into today's webinar, we are going to be, of course, favored with our theme song, first and foremost, by Lirata Shadari. And that is an international singing, recording artist. And she gifted us this song. And we have been using it now 4 years plus. And it is in it to win it. Because no matter what you are going to get into or what you are going to do in life, to win it, you have to be in it. So you have to be in it to win it. All right. So without any further ado, none other than Queen Lirato Shadari.
aware of the closing doors, please.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Lerato Shadari. Really, really appreciate that song. Has been a wonderful song in our midst. And so, moving right along, of course, we are going to move right over into our first presentation. And of course, the first presentation will be going into the mindset because the mindset is very, very important. Queen Jacqueline Warner, inspirational speaker, international inspirational speaker, and she's an entrepreneur long before on passive, long before 2025. She's a talk show host. So we are just one overwhelmed to be in her presence. She's a grandmother of nine children. Of course, yes, a young little girl. Look like she just came out of college, but she's a grandmother. And so, without any further ado, she'll be looking at medication versus natural medicine, natural herbs. And so, none other than our queen naturopathic doctor, Jacqueline Warner. Over to you.
Thank you so much, King Dr. Derek. We appreciate you so much. We thank you for this amazing platform. It's just the right place to be, where we are uplifted, and we're empowered and inspired. So it's amazing. It's very much amazing. So I just wanted to say good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wherever you may be, to everyone everywhere. Want to welcome the brand ambassadors or the members with Victory with Ash. Just want to thank you, each and every one of you, for your support and for showing up. Success, it's you have to have speed with success in order, like Dr. Debrick just said, we got to be in it to win it, or you got to be with it to win it. So tonight I'm going to be talking about medication versus natural medicine, and, finding healing in the modern world. And today I just want to speak on a topic that touches every one of us, how we feel, how we heal in a world overflowing with information, pills, supplements, and remedies. Many people find themselves asking, should I rely on modern medicine or medication, or turn to natural medicine? And that's a question each and every one of us sometimes have in our heads. And more importantly, how to choose what truly supports my long-term health. So this presentation isn't about um, choosing sides, number one, but it is about understanding the tools God has placed in our hands, both scientific and natural, to promote healing and wholeness. So part one is going to be just saying a personal reflection. At some point in our lives, each of us has faced illness, pain, or health scare. I know I have. And sometimes in those moments, we realize the pill stops the pain. It sure does, but it doesn't always address the root problem. And then the herb or natural remedy helps, but may not be strong enough for urgent situations. Okay. So my own journey, I remember, I think it was, I think I had, what was it? I had a time when just talk about hypertension in itself. I was relying on natural remedies, and sometimes because the it stayed elevated without knowing the reason why it was elevated, I will say, well, I better take the pill to keep it in check, so you could prevent strokes and so forth. So I will go to the doctor, and he will try his best, and he suggested, well, and do sleep apnea. And so that's digging for the root. Even though I was taking the medication, it was not stabilizing. And so that was the concern of the physician. And he decided, hey, let's do a sleep study. So sometimes we do have to rely on doctors, because sometimes, the natural might not work immediately or sufficiently. And you don't want to take a chance due to the fact that they say hypertension is a silent killer. So that taught me that healing isn't one size fits all. It's not. So sometimes God uses medicine, and sometimes he used nature, and sometimes he used both, you know? So it's not one is better than the next, but it all depends on our own situation and our conditions. Now, part two is going to talk about modern medication, the pros and the cons. And the pros of modern medication is life saving in emergencies, antibiotics. We know that for sure. Insulin, people with that suffers with diabetes, blood pressure medication, okay, surgeries, all of those, sometimes we have to go there. It's not that we want to, but the condition or the problem directed in that direction. And so we might have to do some surgeries. We might have to take some blood pressure medication. We might have to take some antibiotics due to an infection within our body that we're totally unaware of, scientifically tested and dosed, precise, measurable, and consistent. Rapid symptoms relief, reducing suffering quickly. It treats severe infections and conditions, but natural options often cannot. And that's only because sometimes the situation has gone too far. And so you will have to say, hey, I need that antibiotic. I need that blood pressure medication. You want to stabilize. You don't want to say, well, I don't want to take no medication, and I just want to stick to the natural resources. But sometimes it might not work. And so you might have to stabilize whatever it may be with, of course, happens, especially with painkillers. People don't want to feel the pain. They can't take it. It's almost like it's driving them crazy. And so they rely on painkillers. But then at some time throughout that period, they might get addicted to the painkillers. Okay. So we gotta be careful. We have to use wisdom. Also, it treats symptoms more than the root causes, and some medication does that. They treat the symptom, but not the root cause. And that's where I think communication with your physicians, and he is both and that's good when you have a physician that use both. It's not all about the medication. but it's about the patient and trying to stabilize them to keep them from a heart attack or a stroke, which we know a lot of people suffer and die from those two major diseases, I will call them. And another con is overprescription due to the rush medical system. That happens too, because of the fast pace and the doctor not having enough time to really spend with the patient and really understand. Then it comes like, hey, try this, see if it works. If it doesn't, give me a call, and so forth. And that's how it goes on. And you go from one prescription to another, but each and every one of them have a side effect. Even natural medicine also have side effects if you don't know the amount that you should take. Okay. And then there's the cost. A lot of people stay in their jobs because of the medical insurance, because they know they cannot buy their prescription on their own, and even when they have a coverage, there's still a hefty amount sometimes according to what your disease or what your diagnosis. You have to be taking this medication consistently, and sometimes your insurance doesn't cover the full amount, and then you have to most likely have a copay. And if you're on a fixed income, that becomes a little more hectic, or stressful, actually, because you can't afford it. And a lot of people end up not taking their medication because they actually cannot afford it. And so they are subjected to not even side effects, but just that they might get a stroke or a heart attack or whatever it may be. So we have to use wisdom, and we have to find ways where we can cover the costs, either by getting a secondary insurance. When they cannot afford it, they cannot take it. And neither are they taking natural supplements either, because they're totally unaware. Pt3 natural medicine, the pros and cons. Now, it addresses the root cause, and that's what we want natural medicine to actually do, to cover or to address the root cause of the problem. When vice versa, medication does not. They cover the symptoms more than the root cause. So that's a plus for natural medicine. And then the diet, the lifestyle, the inflammation, the stress, and the toxicity. Now, it has fewer side effects, which is a good thing. It's great. When sorry about that. And it also, God natural resources like plants and the herbs and the sunlight and the water and the rest. Those are all natural things that we has access to freely without a cost. That's what makes it so good about God natural resources. It doesn't cost us anything. It strengthens the body's own healing system, which is amazing. I was just talking to a lady this morning when I was taking my walk, and she said, I was saying, a lot of people is getting the flu, and some of them can't even talk and they can't even walk. So I'm not sure what kind of flu that is. And I said, well, I don't get colds and all those things. And she said, well, I don't either up to this day, and that's good, because instead of coffee and hot chocolate and especially I can't even call their name, but everywhere you look, there's a coffee shop, and a lot of people just downing it on a daily basis, 3 or 4 times a day. And it doesn't cost $5. It's almost like $10 and $12, you know? So you gotta wait, you gotta know what is good for your body and use what is good more than what is bad. Okay. It's not okay. The cons of the natural medicine is it's not always fast acting. It's not an ATM style. It doesn't all of a sudden I'm gonna drink it today and it should be over. I should not even have that cold anymore, or my sugar level should drop immediately. No, it doesn't work like that, because the problem didn't come just like that in the first place. You know what I mean? So we have to, again, be wise, and really take in mind how we should go about our illnesses, and not taking it for granted and do it today and don't do it tomorrow. Because just like in business, it takes consistency, and just in life, oh Lord, what happened? I don't know. Back. Okay. And then the next thing is, especially for acute emergencies, okay? Things are not, natural medication is not going to work in that case just like that. No, you will have to go to the emergency room and probably end up taking some medication. Now, the quality varies depending on the source of the product. Now, some natural resources might be potent, and then there's some of them that are not. But the same thing is in medication. There's good and bad in everything, so one is not better than the other in that sense, because there's good and bad. So you have to do your research first before going to the drugstore or the pharmacy to purchase medication or over-the-counter supplements. Do a little research, find out what's the best on the market, what is more natural, what have less side effects. And these days now, you don't have to go to the library. You don't have to ask the pharmacist. You just ask AI, and he or she will tell you exactly what is best and what is not good. Okay? So we don't have to go far anymore. Use AI. I use it for anything. If I'm purchasing clothing or shoes or a new recliner or some new medication, whatever it is, I just ask. And it just helps a whole lot, and it cuts out, it gives you a lot of time. You save a lot of time that way, and you become knowledgeable. So it's a win-win. Okay. And then you have misinformation is common. Not everything natural is safe. There's some bush you can drink, and there's some bush you can't. There's some ways to eat aloes, and then there's some ways you cannot. So there's some plants are poisonous. If some plants are not even good for your pets. So this is just how it is. There's no other way to say, well, why is it not so, or why not so? It is. It's because God says in his word that there's good and bad in everything, and he didn't omit anything at all. Okay, so we have to keep those things in mind so we could stay in the right mindset. All right. And the last is may interact with medications without proper guidance. So if you're taking medication already prescribed by your physician, you will have to talk to your physician first. When I work as a medical assistant with my physician, I will always advise them, hey, talk with the physician first. Ask if you can take that with that. And my physician will gladly tell them if they could. If you find a doctor that is for natural and medication, that's a done deal. You know what I mean? You don't have to fear to tell share what you do personally at home with them, because some people doesn't share because some physicians will say, oh, you think you know better than me? Oh, you're the doctor now. So next thing is part 4. We're going to be talking about why we need both more than ever. Today, chronic illness, diabetes, hypertension, depression, obesity, and heart disease are at their highest levels in history. Our stress is even higher. Our foods are processed, and our lives are faster than ever before. And I think with AI, it's even more. We either with it, or like Dr. Derry just said, we either in it or we're not with it. Okay, and most likely we got to be in it if we want to move along with the force. Because emergencies and infections still happens. We're not in control of that. So we still have to depend on medication at times. Some conditions require medical management. People with diabetes that not taking care of themselves and not taking their medication and not watching what they eat, those people tend to fall under medical management. Those people that suffer from pain consistently, they cannot prescribe them narcotics just like that anymore. So they pain are managed. Even those suffering with hypertension, those conditions are managed. Those are medical conditions that are managed. Okay? So we need natural medicine because the foundation of health is a lifestyle. Prevention is more powerful than cure. God designed the body to heal. So if given the right support, what you think the outcome will be? It will be magnificent. We will feel magnificent, and we also will look magnificent. Okay, so that's a win-win. Okay, so healing in 2025 and beyond requires a balanced wisdom. It goes back to us making good choices. This is not a battle between the pharmacy and the garden. It is a chapter you could intertwine the two, okay, with knowledge and research. Now, the balanced approach, use modern medicine when necessary. You have to, especially for urgent or serious issues. So don't, because you got a serious condition and you say, okay, I'm not, let me tell you, I'm scared of that stuff. I got so much side effects. They got too much toxic in it. And I'm just rely on my resources. But if it's not working and if it's not helping, you have to talk to your physician, because that's what they're there for. Okay. Use natural medicine to build a long-term health, nutrition, herbs, rest, exercise, sunlight, and clean water. Ask questions about your treatment, about the side effects, the alternatives, and the lifestyle changes. You just don't let your doctor write you a prescription and you walk out the office and never have a discussion or even ask a question. What is this going to do? Are there any side effects? And your doctor in turn has to have that communication with you also. And when you with your physician, you're supposed to feel that nurture or that comfort in your physician, not just going to the doctor to say, well, I went to the doctor. That's that's not even helping. That's just defeating the purpose. completely. Okay. And then you got to work with professionals who understand both worlds. And that's what I was saying. You got to pick a position that is about medicine and natural resources. And if your physician is not about that, then that's not a good physician. I'm so sorry to say. That's not a good physician. A physician should be both sides because we come from the earth. We are electrifying human beings. So most of what we need is from the earth, from the soil itself, because the pharmacy had to also make their medication from the it's just that, it's all about profit, and it's not about the health and the longevity of life. And so much people are dying, because they only rely on medication. And there's so much to learn about herbs. And we just have to take the time out for our own selves, you know? So, in conclusion, in the end, good health doesn't come from choosing modern over natural or natural over modern. It doesn't. It comes from wisdom, it comes from balance and understanding how your body works. Our body talks to us. We just need to listen. And it tells us when it's in trouble, just like your car. You know when the brakes is gone, you know when it needs oil, you know when it needs gas because it tells you. So what makes the body any different from your car? Think about it. Medication may save your life. Yes. And natural medicine may help you to live your life with energy, with clarity and strength. So when we blend the best of both, we experience a fuller and deeper healing. I thank you, each and every one of you, for your listening ear. It has been a pleasure with me delivering this information to each and every one of you, and I thank you. And back to you, Dr. Derek.
Awesome sauce. Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much. Uh naturopathic Dr. Queen Jacqueline Warner. Oh my
Thank you,
goodness.
Dr. Derek.
That was that was awesome.
Thank
That
you.
was awesome. Definitely. Um, the more you try to think about it, the more you might um, develop another issue. So the best thing to do is just turn it into a lifestyle.
Yeah.
When you live a lifestyle, then my great grandmother Dingy
Mhm.
normally says prevention is better than
Thank
cure.
you.
Let me say that again. Prevention is better than cure. All right. Prevent the the um the body from going bad, or prevent the body from developing these illnesses. And it can be done. I've been doing it since 1998. It can be done. And I had asthma. So it can be done. I do have it again because I don't consume dairy products anymore.
Mm-mm.
All right. Dairy products. So flu and flea and allergy and you
Yeah.
know pollen and dust and hot and cold and dog ear and because because one, I trust in God as first and
Hallelujah.
foremost. I trust in God. And just like how when you go to the dealer, for those of you who went to the whoever went to the dealer and get a brand spanking new out of the plastic. And some of us buy some very good second hand. Well, we call it pre-owned. All right. We call it second, right? Some of us buy some good second hand. And you know, we ensure that for those of us who want our vehicle, as Queen Dr. Jacqueline Warner said, for those of us who want it to last us for a while, we make sure that every 3 months or 5,000 miles, we change the oil filter, check the gas filter,
Yeah.
check the air filter, and change it if it needs changing. Or for those whose own is supposed to clean it, etc., etc. Right? We do all of these things. All of these things we do. Okay? All of these things we do. To all iron, to all machine. All of these things we do. But yet still, we put any old and if your vehicle, if it takes 20, I mean 5W20, we're going to put 5W20. If it takes synthetic, we're going to put synthetic in there. If it take whatever it takes, we're going to put it in there. All right, we're going to do that. But we put any old junk in our body, put any old sitting in our body, dead or alive, you're coming with me. That's what some people say. Dead chicken, dead or alive, you're coming with me. Oh,
Wow.
praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Mercy. Hurry goat, dead or alive, you're coming with me. Oh, hallelujah. I am the I am the two-gun killing town. Dead or alive, you're coming with. No, not to say that situation cannot present itself, that you cannot, or you have a situation where, take for instance the hurricane down in Tilly, all the vegetation tear down. If you have to eat chicken, do it the right way. Kill it, drain the blood, boom, clean them up properly, and so on. All right. So, but for the better part, for the most part, let us consume the original diet. Let me put it that way. The original diet that, just like how Mr. Ford said, you must put this in there, you must put this gas in there, you must put this oil in there, and we just do it. But Creator God said we to put this in our body, that in our body, and we just say, oh, to hell with you. I'm going to live it up.
Yeah.
When our body living it down.
Aye. Whoa, it's
And
true.
then we pop 2 pill in our mouth to
Mm.
live it up again. But then the pill then don't work, and you need something stronger.
Mm.
Thank you very much, Queen naturopathic Dr. Jacqueline Warner. That sounds good,
It does.
Naturopathic Dr. Jacqueline Warner. That rhyme every time. Nice, wonderful. All right, King
Thank you.
Carlton at the control. Have mercy. All right, so we're going to turn over to our First Lady. Hey, hey. First Lady Queen Dr. Benny.
It doesn't show.
Yeah.
That's my that's my first.
Uh,
Oh gosh.
greetings, King
Greeting.
Woo-hoo.
Falconer. Yes, 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 yes. How I just want to take this moment to thank each and everyone this evening, morning or afternoon. It all depends upon your location. How you guys doing? Is there any excitement? Are you guys happy? Well, I'm happy because I'm alive, right? Me, I am. I thank God, despite the fact that you guys are hearing some stuff. Ah, but I still thank Him. I want to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing
Yep,
each
yep.
and everyone.
Yes, it's working.
You can hear me.
Yes.
I want to take this moment to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing each and everyone this evening,
Yes, indeed.
this morning, this afternoon. It all depends upon your location. Ah, there is no one like our Father, none, and no one can take His place. That's the way I look at it. I want to thank Him for the air that I'm breathing. You are breathing. I, I just want to say I love Him. But Queen JW, I will say
Yes, ma'am.
you nailed it. Hey, congratulations, Queen JW. One. Why am I saying congratulations for such a powerful, astonishing mindset presentation? Your words were uplifting, your energy was transmittable, and your insight
Oh, wow.
touch. It touches
Wow.
everybody's heart in this room. Thank you so much for sharing your
Yes, ma'am.
wisdom. So beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, anyway, I heard something about prevention as you said it, and Dr. Derry said the same thing, that prevention is better than cure. I heard a long time ago when I was 3 years old, but I'm somewhere now. Somewhere. So with this blood pressure, my my grandmother died of this high blood pressure. Unfortunately, I was not there. I didn't see him when he died. I mean, I'm sorry, when she died. I did not. I didn't see my mommy as well. I didn't see my
Right.
daddy. But guess what? The picture of my mother, somebody took the picture of my mother and designed it. So when I saw it yesterday, I cried. So I miss her. But I'm glad that before she died, she she spoke to me. So I'm happy for that. Anyway, when it comes to this blood pressure, the importance of this blood pressure, I know that it's really important to us, since hypertension often goes unnoticed. A lot of people don't know, right? It goes unnoticed until it causes significant health issues to a lot of people. So, as you make us to understand that early diagnosis and management can really prevent and also mitigate the serious complication that is being associated with the high blood pressure. Likewise, lifestyle also, it changes a lot of things, such as adopting, like the health diet, as you always talk about. It increases the physical activities as well as managing stress. A lot of us stress out. Um, when you get up in the morning, you're rushing to go to work, or some people don't pay attention. And then when you walk, uh, people are asking for dollars that I should give them money, but they don't know how you went through. Uh, every morning, I'm just breathing, I'm running. You guys don't know. It's not easy. But stress causes high blood pressure. It does. And we need to learn how to manage it. So my boss told me that I should not be angry all the time. I should just look at today. Say today. Tomorrow is coming, right? I should enjoy myself today. I should not allow anyone to piss me off because people pissed me off. Yeah. But I tried. So that is why whenever I come here, I scream. And if I don't scream, Dr. Derry will know I'm here, right? But when I smile with all my heart. Seriously. This high blood pressure or hypertension is really critical in the health issue, which it requires attention due to potential that it causes severe health complication to some people. So understanding the risk and the importance of this regular monitoring, sometimes they have what, the systolic and the diastolic, right? Which one is that systolic? There's one that is 180. I used to have 130/80. So that's good. And then there was a time that I have 190. I said, God, what is wrong with me? It's a stress, right? So I try not to cry. Seriously, it's not easy. So they want us to check up our lifestyle modification and the key steps to strategize how to prevent the adverse effect of hypertension. So we should try to take things easy. Like I said, a lot of things that occur this month with some people that, when you see how people smile with you, queen, husband, or the wife, Queen Miriam Clark, welcome. There are some people that they smile at you. Now, sometimes they just want you to tell your problems a little bit, but you don't know that they are laughing at you behind. So this TikTok thing that sometimes they say it's not good to be watching, I'm telling you, TikTok is keeping me alive. TikTok is making me not to be angry. It tells you that do not put your heart too much on friends. Take care of yourself. You see how Dr. Derek is holding his wife? The wife makes him happy. He makes her happy as well. And with this company, because of our old name called Unpassive, even now we have the new name. If it wasn't for him or her attending, he wouldn't have seen her. You can see how happy they are. There will be no hypertension. You see what I mean? I'm just happy for them. And I'm trying to smile for me. Like I said, my grandmother died of hypertension, but I try not to have it. I would try to smile with all my heart. I would try to be happy because I don't want to have high blood pressure. It is not easy. I have 6 deaths in my family this year. I keep getting angry, although I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be angry, right? King Dr. Derek, guess what? Queen Miriam, I'm telling my family to stop dying. You know why? Because when they die, I have to search for money and send. I don't want them to die anymore. Anyway, thank you so much, Queen JW. I appreciate you. Thank you for uplifting us with your mindset. This is what King Dr. Derek is looking for, as well as our CEO. They always talk about mindset. And he makes you to understand that mindset is important. And I just want to
Yeah.
appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the
Thank you too.
opportunity.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
awesome, awesome,
First
Queen, First Lady Dr. Benny.
Lady,
Thank
Queen
you.
Doctor.
And welcome, Queen Miriam Clark. Welcome.
I want to say something. Let me start with Dr. Benny first, and then I go to Queen Naturopathic Dr. Jacqueline Warner. Queen Dr. Benny.
Yeah.
You talk about being angry. The Bible said that be angry and sin not. When you sin is when you internalize and you internalize everything and now you become the dragon, being trying to hurt other people. But you can be angry because that's an emotion that God has created, that we have for when things happen. So be angry but sin not. So when you sin is when you harbor a lot of things and now you become bitter. So it's okay to be angry, but don't allow it to sit deep so you become bitter. And then when you become bitter, that's also on the road of having going into depression, because so many different things. You talk about your family dying, and I pray that no more die for the rest of the year. But on another note, God has given us. It's like we're driving. So life is like driving. You're distracting me. Life is like driving, and we get off at different exits. So we're driving on the I-95 or the I-285, whichever part of, I know for the most part, there are some states that's connected with I-95. A lot of people know I-95. So everything on the East Coast is connected to I-95. So our life, as Ecclesiastes talk about, to everything there's a season. So our life in itself, we live in a season, and during our life we have different seasons that we go through. So the word of God says, it's appointed unto man once to die. It also said that we live what 60 and 10, and if by reason of strength we live to 40 years, right? So what we should do is to enjoy our family while we can, because we don't know when the exit will come. Only God knows when is the next exit. We're driving, so we know, we plan our destination before we leave the house. We know in order to get from point A to point B, we have to get off at exit 10 or exit 5 or exit what. But this journey of life, we don't know our exit. Only the Creator, who puts us here and said, okay, 50, 80, 95, 106. So whatever period of time we are living, let us enjoy with our family, with our friends, even with this community. This is such a wonderful community. I'm seeing Queen Dr. Benny, Queen Jacqueline Warner, Queen Janet, Queen Patrice, King Carlton, all of you. We share so much, and if I should depart this life, I know a lot of you would have so much things to say, but I'm hearing it before I go, because you let me know how much you care about me. You let me know how much you cherish the things that I do, and you love me, and I say the same thing. I love you. So let us not wait until we don't have the person here to say it. Let us give them the flowers, our family and friends, before they go, because we know that is just a matter of time when they get off at the exit that God designed for them. So, and on another note, if you want to make sure that you have a little money to assist with burial, I can help you with something that you can put something away. You can check me out when on off the air, and I'll give you a little bit more information about that. But back to Queen Jacqueline Warner, it is always so good to hear how you care about us wanting to make sure that we are living our best life. And while we are living, whether it's a long period of time in years or it's a short time, you're helping us to live healthier lives so we can enjoy what we have and do what we can do while we have this time. Thank you so much for doing your research, sharing your heart with us week after week. It's always an honor to hear what you have to give us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Queen Miriam Clark. I appreciate your response and your comment. May God bless you always. You
Wonderful.
also bring important information also every Monday.
Thank
Mm.
you.
So thank you for all that you do.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner and First Lady Queen Dr. Lenny. And of course, thank you to my Queen, lovely Queen Miriam. Awesome. Awesome. All right. And so just quickly,
Let's find out from
Queen,
Queen Patrice.
Queen Patrice.
Queen,
Good evening. I haven't been
Go
on for
ahead.
a while. I haven't been on for a while, but I made it my business to be on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And that topic, Dr. Jacqueline Warner, I can't say it like how they say it. Um, it's a very good topic, and I would like to add in that many of us are not aware that most of these things that happen in our lives comes from the fact that we are not open to herbs like others are, and most of the time we do not deworm. And these parasites, they cause a lot of problems: heart problems, pressure problems, diabetes, because the flukes are in your pancreas. I'm just coming off a little just to get you back on track. The pancreas, for instance, cannot let go the amount of insulin because it's full of flukes, which is a type of parasite, it's a type of worm. And you have to know how to deworm. So these are the things that first and foremost, because those little fellas, they eat what we eat, and we're thinking we're getting nutrition, and it's just bypassing us, and they're living it up and filtering in us and belching in us and doing everything. And even when you deworm, if you don't deworm with the correct stuff, because you have certain things like oregano oil and black seed oil, in combo, they are very good for getting rid of parasites. However, if you don't have the wormwood and some other um, herbs, they will stay in your body, and the eggs will keep hatching, so you keep getting the same problem over and over. Not everybody has it because some people know how to take care of themselves, as I said earlier. But you have to know how to get them out, and the wormwood combined with walnut and some other stuff is very excellent for you to take, and you can put it under your tongue so it can go into the blood one time and get rid of those suckers. Just make them pass out of your system also, so that no eggs or anything is left behind. You have parasites that would stay in your system, but God made us in a way that these guys, they will stay, but what has to go, that's not welcome in your body, it will leave. So you have to check that also. Thank you for giving me a chance to say this on this beautiful, well put together platform.
Thank you so much, Queen Patrice, for your um, knowledge and your wisdom, and thanks for sharing that with us. We appreciate you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Patrice. We might have to ask you to do a presentation one day soon. God, that was awesome. Thank you very much. Really appreciate.
That that will not be a problem.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, dokie. All right. So I'll reach out to you. Anyway, thank you all very much. And just to say a few things on Victory with Ash, because as you know, that you know, all you need to know about Victory with Ash for now, it is right there in your Victory with Ash website. Um, when you log in with your email and password, all you need to do is look at the top left where it says updates, or it says yes, quick updates, right? And you will have all the different updates that you need. For those persons who try to register with omail.ai, all of those have been removed. So keep that in mind. All of those incorrect emails, those that did not spell properly. Now, if you spell the email properly and it is a legitimate email, they are not going to remove it. But if it's an email, maybe it's something without the L, of the Gmail, not of your before the at sign, right? They won't trouble it. But if it's a O mail, if it's a Gmail without the L at the mail, on the right hand side of the at sign, if that part is not done correctly, then it is going to be removed. All right. So please do keep that in mind. So it was a soft delete cleanup, right? Of removing all of those uh, data. So there was a data cleanup, so to speak. All right. In addition, for those who did not do the, what you call it now, the KYC, all right, the KYC performance and next steps are there now. So please be patient. So the system is there. So if you log in into your Victory with Ash, you should see the KYC pop up. Please, if you have on hat or scarf or anything on your head, please to take it off before you do the KYC, right? The when especially when you are going to take the picture, right? You want to make it as close to what is on the ID as possible. And no ID is going to have a hat. No ID is going to have, um, you know, all of those things. All right. So please let us be mindful of those things when you're doing the KYC. The KYC should be a simple, straightforward process. So please to remember. And mm, If it did not go through, please to wait 24 hours before trying again. Don't do it back to back to back. All right. If it did not go through, please to just try it again. All right. So
Yes.
please be mindful. Keep an eye on your Victory with Ash updates. That is where Ash Mafare is communicating with us going forward.
Okay.
All right. More updates will be coming soon. So once this phase is complete, we will now move into the next round, which will extend your ability to grow and maximize your circle further. So stay tuned. If you are already in it, we are in it to win it. All right. Any questions or concerns that you may have? Oh, I didn't put up the hand. Oh, my bad.
Dr. Derek,
Uh-huh. Yes. You
and have not, the KYC have not been verified as yet, but also they were not able to get to the dashboard again, like they did the first time. And would the hours still remain the 100 hours? Would it be interrupted as they being unable to fulfill the KYC verification?
actually, I think those 100 hours has been thrown through the door, really and truly. So you don't need to worry about the 100 hours, so to speak.
No,
Um,
no, no. Those 100 hours are really counting because um, it will, when I shared my link, it said that I am full. And I tried all of the links and I even tried WhatsApp and it was still saying that it's full. So I then contacted
hold,
Mr.
hold on,
Um,
hold on,
Chris
hold on,
Johnson
hold on,
to
hold
find out
on,
more.
hold on.
Hold.
How did you try the link? I don't know how you try a link. How you try your link?
No, I shared my invitation with others. And when they went to register, it said full. And they let me know that it was full and they couldn't register.
And these persons did not register?
Well, what I did, I got someone else who had an invitation and was not full, and I gave and I
Okay. Um, maybe it is, and you have more space in your circle.
yes, I still have more space in my circle.
All right, so it may be just a glitch. I mean, a little wrinkle in the because they're bringing on the the KYC. So maybe it's just a little wrinkle in the whole situation because I have shared link with from persons who have gone
Okay.
long over 100 hours.
Nonsense.
Uh, so
Yes, I did too.
it
But what
still works.
happened when it's Chris Johnson said that I probably made my 100 hours. He said it was due to my 100 hours. That's what he said.
Yeah, him can't say anything. Anybody can't say
I
anything.
will say when you share your link, the people need to act immediately
That
because
is
the
true.
space could get full.
That is true.
What people
Queen
did,
Dr.
they
Benny.
waited along.
Yeah. Queen Dr. Benny, you have something to add?
Well, yeah, I mean, I have the same problem when it comes to that 100 hours. or whatever, 72. I mean, that's 24 hours, right? 24 times
Yes.
3. I have one, well, they have a lot of people, my people, who are crying
Oh,
with that 100 hours. One of my lady, um, she wanted me to help her, like helping her because let me say I had 10. Unfortunately, one of mine, as you were saying that King Dr. Derek, that they are cleaning, right? Yes, they clean. There's one of my the 10 people that I have, one refused because he gave some complaints. So I don't want to say it here. Um, so I'm surprised that they took him off my list. So now I need one more, but I cannot get it because my 100 hours is gone. But
yep.
anyway, I do have like
Okay.
5 people that they have problem with that 100. They have nobody under them because that 100 hours. So something
No,
should be done.
no, it's Queen First Lady Dr. Benny.
Yes,
It's not that
yes.
something was. It clearly states the first assignment is in the first 100 hours for you to share your invitation.
But
So
when you have problem with your links, immediately, yes, you join. There was a problem with the KYC stuff, right? So they
yes,
couldn't get their links on time. That is the problem.
I think the first time they signed, yes, the KYC gave trouble, but once you got in without, a lot of us got in without even verifying the KYC. And once I got in there, I copied my links and I used the WhatsApp and so forth. I didn't do my KYC was not completed till I think was on Monday.
And then you were able to give your link and it works out for you, right?
Well, I had used my link before I even verified the KYC.
It's okay. I mean, it's not working for other people, but I'm glad that it worked
Yes,
for you.
it's
That's the
not working.
problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was strange how it happened,
yeah,
but
it's okay.
that's the honest reason how I was able to get my link and share it. But after that, the KYC came up and I couldn't go back. But what luckily, if they had sent their invitation out at any time, they could go back to the person they send that to and copy their link and forward it to the people that they need, that they want to. That's what I did. That's what I did with Shirley Dodson. I
It's okay.
couldn't get in because of the KYC, but I had the link that I sent to someone else. So I went and copied it and I sent it to her, and that's how she got in.
Well, I'm glad for her. And what I'm saying is that I do have people who cannot even get in to even get
Oh
the
Lord.
links.
Yeah,
That is the
you
problem.
can't get in.
No, they cannot.
They
It is
can.
not fair. The guy keep trying. It's not going through. I just say, okay, that's
Their
okay.
100
Just
hours will not be gone
it will not
because
be
they
gone until.
no,
Okay,
no.
good.
Well,
Okay.
if he has if
Their
he has
100
not
hours
gotten
won't
in
be
as
gone
yet,
because they haven't even verified as a member.
yeah,
Okay.
if he hasn't gotten in as yet, then there's no 100 hours because he hasn't gotten in as yet.
Your 100 hours is still good.
Well, Queen Nancy
There's
is
no,
having the same problem.
yeah. As I said,
Yeah, tell them don't have
um,
fear, Dr. Benny.
Having the same problem.
as I said in the in the updates, it made us aware that in current. Okay, let me just I'm kind of looking for it. Okay, all right. Let us do this. Because I see a few hands jump up. So let us close our YouTube. Um, since some private things are coming up. So let us now close the YouTube and, then we can proceed with our group here. All right. So thank you all very much. Um, at this time, we're just going to
Close it.
ask Queen Jacqueline Warner to give her final.
Well, thank you so much, each and every one of you. And I just want to say that the Bible reminds us that God is the source of all healing. Okay? Whether through science, plants, or divine and the natures too. And at the same time, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. Hosea 4, chapter 4, verse 6. So God gives us knowledge, He gives us wisdom, He gives us plants, He gives us physicians, and the miracles of modern medicine. So our responsibility is to use them wisely, prayerfully, and with discernment. I thank each and every one of you. It has been a pleasure, like I said before, and enjoy the rest of the webinar.
Oh, all right. Wonderful. Uh,
Thank
thank you very much, Queen Naturopathic Doctor Jacqueline
Thank
Warner.
you. Thank you, Dr. Derry.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right. And so at this time, we're just going to move right into the closing of the YouTube channels. Please remember that sometimes my, what I call it now, my WhatsApp doesn't work. So all the Tuesday and Thursday, they are the link to get on this meeting platform remains the same. It doesn't change. All right. Everybody use the link that you see on the flyer. It's the same link next week, Tuesday, the same link next week, Thursday, um, you know, and the same week, the same link next month, the same link for the rest of the year. It's the same link. We are here Tuesday and Thursday. The meeting link doesn't change. Right? Meeting.com/deep dive GCL. GCL, which is globally changing lives. All right, so that don't change. Same thing with Dream Team. Their their one don't change. All right, it's the same ID number for Zoom. They are still using Zoom, right? It's the same number, same, everything is the same. For Mindset Monday, it's also the same meeting platform, and it is meeting, which is meetin.com/Mindset Monday. Same link. So last week Monday, this week Monday, next week Monday, same link. All right, don't need to worry, don't need to change. From once you have that link, it's the same one. All right, don't change. Okay, so um Monday, sorry, Sunday, Sunday, it's Dream Team, 12:45 Eastern Standard Time, and Michael Williams Aim will be coming on that webinar. So please join the Dream Team for Michael Williams Aim. And then, of course, Monday, it's Mindset Monday with my dear, sweet, lovely, adorable, virtuous wife, Queen Miriam. Mindset Monday. All right. And then, of course, Tuesday and Thursday, it's yours truly once again with wonderful, wonderful presentations from wonderful people. All right, especially our First Lady. So please join us. And so thank you all very much for joining us on YouTube. And you have yourself a wonderful weekend. Yeah, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you all very much. We here on meeting going to prolong a little longer with some private conversation, private convo, as the young people will say. All right. Thank you all very much on YouTube. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace, blessings, and enough love.